Thank you so much for joining this channel again. So I think if you already visited my channel earlier, you have gone through the day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3. I would recommend to go through the day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3. That is already available in the playlist. And then you come to the day 4 if you really want to grow your knowledge in Agentic AI from the .NET standpoint or some specific tools like Semantic Kernel in the future perspective. So in the day 4, we will cover rule-based code review agent. I think you already know that what we are doing in the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. We will give a quick recap of day 1 to day 4, day 3, and then we will move to the day 4. So you got my clarity that we are going to make a rule-based code review agent. So why I am saying rule-based code review agent? Let's understand the previous day's videos. So in the day 0, if you go to the day 0, that is available in the playlist link, you will get to know okay, what are the things you required at your local machine so that you can build your agentic AI applications. Whatever it may be, we are doing in a specific thing, but you can do other things also. So please visit that. The voice quality is not good, but at least if you go through the uh, PPT, you will get to know what are the things required, and that will give you confidence like you can build something from your local machine also in using free software or free LLMs that you can try out. Now from day 1 to day 3, what we did in the day 1, we did agent understanding code. Say for example, you have a solution. In solution you have multiple code files. So suppose you are joining in the project. The project already exists, but you don't know what the file actually do. Generally what we do earlier, we go to our seniors and we ask how this file works, what is the purpose. So right now there is no need to take any help from the others. You simply can run this agent understand code. The agent will automatically tell you the purpose, what is good, what is bad about the files, so that you can work on those files when the work comes. So that is the advantage. Second is agent review diffs. So you know that right now we are doing these check-ins to the GitHub or any other TFS, and you want that PR to be created, and the PR, once the PR is reviewed, it will merge to the master branch. So the PR review also being done by this agentic AI with a smart analysis. So that we did in the day 2. In day 3, what we did, we introduced the memory concept. LLM is a brain. LLM can give you the decision based on the prompt you are providing the inputs, but LLM can't remember anything. So next time if you ask the same question, it will give you some different type of answer. But if you introduce the memory, at least you can recall what has been asked to the LLM earlier from the same context. If you go to the chat GPT also, you can see if you ask something, and then in the same chat, if you ask the tomorrow also, LLM can, or you can chat GPT, which is internally using LLM as GPT 5.1 or 5.2 recently, can refer the memory and give you the contextual information. So that's the purpose of day 3. Now in the day 4, what we have done, see, we have given the LLM, we have given the memory concept also, but there is no rules, right? Memory means what? Something you asked today, tomorrow if you're asking the same thing or something related to the to today's matter, it will give you a contextual answer, but there is no rule. If you write a code, what do you do generally? We write a code like if, else, block, switch case. These are rules, right? So that rules also you can define within the agentic AI solution also. It's not like that you always depend on the memory and the LLM, because whenever you are connecting the LLM or taking help from the memory, ultimately memory is nothing but what was been done earlier, that only storing the data so that you can get a contextual situation, but that doesn't define that you are giving a rule based solution, right? Rule means what? Some conditions, some checkings that you want to introduce as a custom from your standpoint or for your project. So why rules matter in the code review? The human reviewers follow standards, right? We have a general checklist. Against the checklist, we do the PR reviews and everything. And so all issues are not equally important. It may be simpler, it may be complex, it may be moderate, maybe showstopper. So rule converts opinion into decisions. Agents start enforcing standards. So as long as we are using LLM and the memory, only we are dealing with what agentic AI, sorry, LLM is giving as an answer, right? That we are considering as a review comments. But if you give a checklist kind of thing, the checklist is nothing but the standards, the rules that you need for your project. If you add that, then the LLM will perform better, because the rules will be integrated, memory will be integrated, so things will be more aligned to your requirement, right? So rules get turned into the decisions. So what we are doing in this do day 4, you are giving a set of rules. The rules also will be sent to the LLM along with the prompt. The LLM will understand, okay, these rules to be definitely to be should not be violated. It should be inclusive. So in the day 3, we have done LLM plus memory, but in day 4, only LLM plus rule engine. And severity, whenever any issue comes, there is severity also, priority also. We are considering the severity and the structured result, right? Unless you get a structured result, how the developer will understand what are the things are very high important in terms of resolving the issues, right? It may be simple, complex, medium. So day 4 is more like a deterministic and configurable. So day 1 is understanding, day 2 is how to do the review, how to review the peer reviews. Day 3 means it is more about contextual reviews based on the memory. But day 4, you are enforcing your own rule engine, your own conditions that is specific to your project. So that is a more deterministic, and the result will be structured so that it will be understood like how what needs to be done to fix that issue, because review comment is nothing but the suggestions, right? So in the day 3, we build a memory-based review agent. The LLM reviewed the code and we stored the issue in JSON memory. If you go to the day 3, you will see that how we are introducing the issues, right? If it is existing issue, it will only increase the count. If it is a new issue, it will store that, so that next time if the same issue comes, LLM will take a decision, right? Okay, these are old issues and already given the answer, so it will reduce the categories of the errors. So intelligence was entirely coming from the LLM. We are not providing anything. We are depend totally on the LLM, which is already trained, pre-trained. We are using Ollama over here. Maybe in the cloud level, we will use Azure OpenAI or Azure Foundry. But ultimately, we are depending on the LLM. You check my code and tell me what is the issue. But we are not enforcing any rule. Like, okay, in our code, we need this. Do you think these things are implemented or validated? So that actually the purpose of the day 4. So the code will be there, C# code. Semantic kernel will be like a middleware between your .NET app and the LLM. LLM is nothing but over here is Ollama. And in JSON, we are storing the issues, right? What are the issues we have? And a memory file. So rule-based code review agent, it will categorize the severity classification for the issues, automated review scoring. It will give a score also. The severity tells developer what to act first. So severity will help us, right? Okay, what should be taken as a first, just like a SLA, right? If it is a high important, then you will take for SLA 1. If SLA 2 it is 8 hours. If it is SLA 3 or 4, maybe you will do it in a 16 hours. So depending upon the category. So the categorization also being given by this day 4. Severity level, whenever you solve any bugs, mostly blocker issue, warning issue, information issue, blocker must be resolved as early as possible because it's a showstopper issues. Warning means good to be fixed, because warning actually causes the code to be in unhealthy state. Better to clear the warning. Generally, we use Sonar Cube also. Information improvement. In the day 4 input output, so input the same thing. When you are getting a PR pull request, you get a JIT difference, right? What exactly been introduced or what exactly been removed. Review memory and rules. Output is issue with the severity. Earlier we are getting only the issues, but now you are getting issues with the severity, and the final review score also, and pass fail. The reviewer has consequence. So you can see again I am going to the architectural level. We have already discussed what exactly we are doing in the day 4, what we have done the day 3. So day 4 is nothing but the extension of the day 3 and day 2 to make a more aligned with the real-time scenario. So JIT review rules, severity assignment that we are actually building up. We are giving score also. So earlier in day 3 we have the architecture like diff file, we have LLM and memory. But in day 4 we have a diff file, LLM, and along with the rule engine also integrated, so that it will give you a structural review result with the scoring and everything and the severity. So final outcome, what is the outcome? Consistent review decisions. It will be more consistent, more user friendly or developer friendly to take the decision what to work on first as an item like blocker or warning. So definitely it will be blocker. Clear prioritization for the developer, and in future in the day 5 we can go for a CI/CD integration. So you already build up the foundation in the day 1 to day 4. So that's the way. So in the day 1 we have done code understanding, again repeating. Day 2 we have done the PR reviews. Day 3 we have introduced the memory so that the LLM can understand it is a new issue or it is a old issue. And the day 4 we have introduced our own rule sets, which will be taken care of by the LLM while giving the decisions. And in day 5 we will take it to the next level of CI/CD integration, but that will be covered up in the day 5. So in the day 4, this is the final outcome, structural result with priorities and the severities. So thank you so much, and we'll go to the demo. We'll see exactly how it is being implemented. Thank you. First, which already fixed. So this will help as a report to the QA also, like what are the bugs has been fixed. So it has a multiple purpose. Same thing, blocker warning, score. Let's go to the architecture. So in the diff architecture, agents, models, rules, sample. Sample means nothing but the pull request, which will show the difference, what has been added, what has been removed. Program.cs actually take care of the entry of the program in the .NET Core, .NET 8 that we have done. We will show the code exactly what has been written. Models is the review issues, review rules. You know that the rules, the rules have already been defined in the review rules.json file. That will be taken by this review rule, and the rule engine will work on that. So rule engine actually there is a new thing we have added in the day 4. In the day 3 already everything was there with the memory, but in day 4 the focus is the rule engine, and we will see how this actually execute in the .NET environment. So in the day 4 I hope you can see my code. So in the day 4 the same thing, the same architecture what we have shown, agents. So let me explain you the files. So if you start from program.cs, so program.cs, you can see that what exactly we are doing. That we have to create a code review agent first, because you know we are using semantic kernel, which will talk to the LLM, right? So go to the code review agent. In code review agent, we have taken this package semantic kernel, that is our middleware which will connect to the LLM for the .NET apps, similar to the Crew AI or AutoGen or other like LangChain, LangFlow, the same thing, but it is in the Microsoft semantic kernel. You can code in C Sharp, Java, and Java also, and Python also, but we are focusing here in the .NET C Sharp. So in the kernel, we are connecting to this Ollama. How to connect to the Ollama, that is already been discussed in the day 0, day 1, day 2, day 3. You can do the same thing. This is a similar code being placed. Once the connectivity with the Ollama is done, LLM is done, then you are building the kernel. And the new part is the rule engine, right? Now kernel is ready. Now rule engine we have introduced over here. What is the rule engine? If you go to the review rules, we have given two description, like what exactly you are looking for. You can increase the rules. You can write over here. So say for example, if it is a console.writeLine, then this is the title, description, and the severity is medium. But if you get any catch exception or generic exception, it will be like a high, something you can define from your own from the project perspective. So once this rule has been defined, so let's go to again to this code review agent. Rule has been defined, our kernel is ready, which will talk to the LLM. Now coming to the agent. So the agent analyze. What is analyze? Same thing, we'll go to the agent. Analyzes this, it will take the difference path. Difference path is what? This is the file. So what we have done, we have removed this line console.writeLine, and we have added this code, if the order equal to null, return and console, something like this. So coming to the program.cs, you can see the same file has been taken. File is nothing but the the PR pull request, which will actually capture the difference of the changes. So you go to the agent, just look it carefully. We are reading that file difference. We are giving a prompt. As I said, we are looking for a structural response from the LLM based on the title, description, severity, right? Otherwise, how the developer will work. So this prompt, system prompt, will go to the LLM. LLM here is Ollama, based on the difference that we are actually got from the pull request. And the prompt is ready. Now we will kernel is already built up using this Ollama. The kernel will call this system provided method, invoke prompt async. It will give you the result. Once the result came, the result you will go to the, you have to parse it, right? LLM response, like what exactly being sent by LLM. So this calculation or this logic has been developed over here. Whatever the response will come, will show over there once we debug or run the application. So LLM issues we will get based on the results, and then evaluate. So rule engine we already created, instantiating this file. So now we got the response, but we will evaluate also the difference here. So in the evaluate, it will check all this rule engine code, the based on the rules whatever you have defined. So analyze agent, done this result, LLM issues, then rules issues. Then we are doing the merging, review result, right? We are taking the LLM response also. We are also checking whether our the PR contain the changes follows the rules or not. So together it will be merged and sent back to the user. So this is only the difference from the day 3. That rule engine has been given. So for LLM we are giving a prompt, and for rule engine we are just checking against the rules that we have set up. So rule engine code, if you go to the rule engine code, it will read that rule path. The rule path is given over here. There is the rule, and then it will categorize. And how it will check in the evaluate? See, the code is nothing but this diff, right? The diff will come over here and it will check the pattern. Pattern is what? It is a console.write line or the catch exception, something like that. If it is matches wherever, then it will categorize or structurally put into the title, description, severity. So we are collecting LLM response also. We are collecting rule engine information also, and together we are sending back so that user, or here user is nothing but a developer, can take up the action based on the severity and the category of the problem. So let's run it and understand how it is working. So we'll start from here. We put a debug point. Sorry, we're in a day 4. Let me set up is okay. So now we came to the code review agent. So you enter into the program.cs. If you go inside, what you will do it first? It is a pure .NET core concept. It will first create this kernel or create builder. Then connect to the Ollama. We will check the Ollama is running or not. That also very important. The Ollama is running. Now we'll do the build. Now we'll come to the rule engine. So it will read that rules that we have set up. The review rules. The rules has been taken. Our agent is ready. Now agent will start analysis based on the pull request. Again, it will read that what are the changes there. Now we will give you the system prompt with whatever way we need this response and also the difference. Now it will call this invoke prompt sim. So the request sent to the Ollama. We are waiting for Ollama's response based on the system prompt on the code difference of the PR. So you got the result. See, null check for order description, added null check on order parameter. So we'll show you what exactly. So we got something on the result. Now we'll go to the LLM response parsing, and because it will structurize the result which came from the LLM. Now see, there is a one count. See, it is severity, medium, null check for order parameter. Okay, that is a response from the LLM. Now it will evaluate based on our given rule set. What is saying? There is also one. What? Console.write line in the production. Because if you go to the date diff, we have added the console. So our rule set said that console.write line should not be there in the production. So that was given by our rule set. Now we have collected the information from rules engine also and also from the LLM. Now we'll merge it. So count is 2. Now see how it look like. So you can see high severity is 0. Scoring has been done. Total issue has been counted 2. One is medium. That was from the rule engine. It is specifically mentioned. And another one is from the LLM. LLM saying null check is there, but you need additional things to be done to safeguard that null check. What exactly we are doing? We are not doing anything. And the console.writeLine is a medium one, but that was given by the rule engine that we have already said as our rules for the program. So total issue is 0. So based on that, developer can take the decision. So hope you understand what is the purpose of day 4. Day 4 is nothing but giving you the direction to the developer, okay, how to take up the issues for fixing based on the severity and also the details what exactly is wrong, so that developer can work on that and fix the issue. Medium should be severity. So all are medium, that's the reason all high severity is 0.